Welcome everybody to this Sunday night special edition. Look, it's bright, very bright. I'm moving my table, okay, because it's bright lights. We are going to be talking about some APWF. That's why we're doing it today, because we have a lot of stuff going on. Every day is busy. I know I'm pulling my hair out already, and not in a bad way. But I also got some help as always when we're talking about the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. We have the media consultant of the company, the guy who makes the videos, the guy who does a whole bunch of stuff, pictures and all that kind of stuff. But he also is the host of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. He is the man from J-Town, because we are debuting in Johnstown this Saturday. First time ever. Here he is, Larry Stryker. Larry, how's it going? How you doing?
It's fight week. We're ready, baby. Let's do it.
Well, yeah, we'll try it. We'll give it a second attempt. We'll cross the T's and we will dot the I's, and I won't have a panic attack, and we'll be all good to go. I got some word that my nephew Vinnie Mac will help me load the ring up at the house. That was the first step. So we'll be driving it right down to Johnstown. I don't know if they'll have a ticker tape parade for us, but
they will.
The ring. Oh, well, thank you. Well, they'll get the ring up. So how's it going? How's it going before we start talking about a little bit of wrestling talk?
Good, man. I see you're pulling a lot of hair out. No more beard. All that's gone.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let it grow back. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Hey, Kelly, how you doing? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to recapture my youth or something. Yeah. I don't know. So
very excited though for this week.
I was just looking at the ticket sales before we come up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 combo packs, and that was Larry's idea with the combo packs to base it on some economy, right, Larry?
Yeah. Johnstown's not such a rich city. I mean, everybody kind of knows that, but Johnstown's full of pro wrestling fans, so just wanted to try and do something that's worth it for people that might have a family that couldn't afford to go to a wrestling show, but with that, that's very affordable. 4 tickets, $40, and not a bad seat in the house.
That the Castle facility, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best complexes that this company's ever been in. The S&T Bank Arena was one. The Castle is something that we were, we're gearing up, for this show Saturday, Lair. And then we got another one coming right after that in October.
Yeah. Our big Halloween show and in October, we're going to have some things we're going to put out here after, obviously this week for the Halloween show, which I think is going to be very, very fun for everyone.
Sure.
Very, very exciting times.
And we're doing a charity for a gentleman in United who's been doing the Make-A-Wish charities. October, he just had a big poker run. The company donated a basket, and they had a big poker run at the BP, which is a couple minutes down the road from where the studio and the house is. The castle is this castle, not the castle facility where wrestling is, but this castle, because I'm the king in this castle. So we're going to do that on the 26th. And part of the proceeds will go to that charity, because we do charities every show we do. We're trying to do something different. We're trying to make a difference in this lovely independent wrestling. Now that you got me doing more than one show.
Yeah, I mean, I pulled that leg enough times,
Oh yeah, well, Well, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I have visions that I see. We have, 7 to maybe 8 matches. And what match are you looking forward to, Lair, as a fan as you are, to watch this Saturday night?
Well, I mean, obviously, you got to say, the front burner, big time Bill Collier, which, Bill Collier, his cousin, um, will be watching, I'm sure, from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Up against Spencer Slade, Fear the Gear, the NWA superstar. I mean, that has to be on everybody's number one, match of the night. But I mean, looking at the card, it's pretty solid from top to bottom. But I'm really looking at those damn Buffalo boys from up Buffalo.
That promo was good. I don't know I don't know if they got arrested doing that. I don't know. Hopefully they didn't, so they can make the show.
Well, all I know is I'm locking my car doors that night because I got some valuable stuff in my Jeep. So they
made an impact. Last show they made an impact coming out and ruining an NWA title match. So they made an impact. So this show here, they're going against the Rad Boys.
They are.
The hottest tag team in the East Coast.
Absolutely. And
I don't know.
I mean, you never know where else where they might put their nose in somebody else's business that night also. I mean, you saw like you said, you saw what they did in June. They can do it all over again.
Right. Yeah. I'm not coming out. I got nothing to do with this. I'm just trying to get people in through the door and try to, be the matchmaker, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm trying to be the goodwill ambassador, trying to set stuff up, trying to make connections, trying to bridge the gap of other independent wrestling companies so we can actually have a smooth kind of thing. I know there's a couple shows that day. I am so sorry that we tried to do the best we could. And it is what it is, for the 24th. We're going in, full throttle. I don't know if that's going to be a wrestling show name, but I mean, there's another match and another setup that has sparked some controversy. We had a couple weeks ago, we had Slam and Sammy on. She did an interview, and I have the thing right here because I am, and we are the only podcast that's actually interviewing the people that are on our shows here and trying to do stuff locally. No offense to anybody else. I mean, we're trying to think outside the box, and we're trying to do what we got to do, right, Lair? So
absolutely, and it not only does it help for the show, but it helps them also. It helps Sammy get the name out. Helps this coming week we got Sin interview. So
yeah.
I mean, it's going to help.
That's the controversy. Alexis Sin was pissed when Sammy come on. And you guys can catch that in the archives of the experience. She come on. She talked about, training at Rise Wrestling Training School. She's been doing it a while. She's got some matches under her belt. She's very young. She's very hungry. But she has something that I like, and it's respect. I saw her last night in the Battle Royal. She was putting it to that gentleman. Me personally, I do not like I want females wrestling females. That's just me. In a mixed tag match, the guy can tag out for the female, and the female have to the old way. Nothing against, you gotta, can you see someone might like myself hitting you just can't. Like, I remember when Tessa Blanchard wrestled Brian Cage. I just didn't think that was. No offense to anybody. I'm not looking for any hate mail. I'm looking to promote, female wrestling the best of my ability. And, Alexis is coming Thursday. Me and Larry are going to do the interview, and she is not happy.
Well, I'm glad it's on your show and not mine because she's not happy with you also. I'm trying to stay on her good side.
Probably not. Probably not. But I can't, I try to make everybody happy. And speaking of this match, Slam and Sammy is in the Facebook. Sammy, if you have anything you want to comment, I will put it out there towards the masses. And special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller, the ring announcer and extraordinaire, first time ever. Shane will be doing ring announcing. We'll have everything set up. Shane will bring his moxie of announcing because he is the host of his own podcast that hits West Virginia everywhere. He got his own show called WVU Mountaineer Mafia. He talks college football, WVU. He's on another show. He's also the co-host with me in Steelers Dynasty podcast. Shane can talk, so I am not worried about Shane not entertaining the fans during the matches, and introductions will be super. And it'll be tailor-made. It'll be tailor-made.
But one thing I want to go back to about the Sammy comment you made about for being in that battle royal. So maybe and I'm just thinking there was nowhere else to put her on that show, but they wanted to get her on, and I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. Like if it's a battle royal, it's a little bit harder for her. Because was she the only woman in that match?
No, they had a couple ladies, but also two.
Okay.
But also
so maybe that's just where they had to fit.
I mean, it was a great. I mean, and speaking of the show that we're talking about, it was great. It was Stomp Out Cancer 4. Boom, there's the card. They raised over $6,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're doing something better than what I'm doing. Yes. So hats off to them. I know, I helped them out a little bit, but you know what? It's about helping everybody out. So it ain't about me. Well, it ain't about me. It ain't about me putting myself over. I mean, it's not I'm done. I'm retired, as I said numerous times, okay, let's see. Oh, I don't know if she liked my comment. She said, whether she's happy or not, she's bringing it. Let's go. I'm not afraid of a challenge. And don't worry, I can handle the boys. That's what you wrote in the Facebook. Okay.
See, now you just pissed off Sammy.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to.
Oh, way to go, Bubs.
But that match is going to, here's the comment right there. Yep. So that matchup is the first matchup of the ladies since the old APW. Well, the APWF of the other era of APWF, when we had a show in Oil City, and we had Kurt Angle. Myself was tagging up with the Lumberjack LaRue against the Lost Fang and Pig Vomit in a steel cage. And I came back after a month and a half or 2 months with my appendix attack. And it was Brittany Force versus Sarah Brooks. That was the last ladies match we ever had. And Brittany Force.
Absolutely.
And she's not mad at me. Thank God. Thank you. Yeah, and Sammy's she's also booked on the 26th. Our last show of the year, which out of one show spawned 3 shows. So I'm sure I pissed off some other people in the wrestling community that probably don't want me running, I'm sure. I don't care. I mean, it is what it is.
Business is business.
Well, I'm all about business now, but I just want to make it. I want to get bigger. I want to get better. I want to. I have Indiana. We have the S&T. We have the S&T Bank Arena. We can build on that and expand it with more people in the stands. We'll all have music, and the sound will be great, and we'll do all that, and that'll be hunky dory. And it's just you just want to make sure you book it right and make sure you don't. It's not over, because it's hard to do every month, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah, because everybody runs every month, and whether you want me to say this or not, Bubba, I'm going to say it anyway.
Go ahead.
You know,
Hey, this show is openly opinionated. Look, I mean, I have a license. I have a ring. I don't think I need to ask anybody else. I just got to book my talent as long as I pay them. And now that I feed them, we feed them. You know, I mean, it's good, I guess.
But from the very beginning, you were straightforward with all of us. You know, the whole team. You know, you always said I don't want to run against anybody else on Saturdays. You know, that was your number one thing. I don't want to run against other companies in the area because we're saturated in Western PA. I mean, you know that. That was always your number one thing. So you wanted to run Sundays, but sometimes it happens that you got to run on Saturdays, and you can't. I mean, I think the closest show that day is probably around 60, 70 miles away.
Butler. And nothing against the pros of wrestling. They are having a show. Great show. Right. Pros of wrestling, you know, Dan Polinsky. I mean, hey, God bless him. You know, that's in Butler, Pennsylvania, which is an hour from my house. But I believe when I, you know, Googled everything and I went from the castle and I mean, I had everything. And I know in other podcasts, I was being a smart ass. But I mean, from the Galleria to the castle is 13 minutes. From my house right now where I'm speaking, you know, the Triple B studio right here, it's 31 minutes to the castle. Indiana County and not Jefferson, Westmoreland County and Cambria County all intersect. Okay. Now me and Tammy went around, and I will say this, and I sometimes I do toot my own horn. I don't think there's any other wrestling promoters anywhere in the area that travel and put up posters like I do. I'm betting I'll bet my house on it. Well, not my house. I'll bet my shed but I mean, I'm everywhere and I see that there's not posters out. So you know, if people tear, I'm not getting into all that other bullshit because I don't care. But I put them out. Like we went to Ligonier, and there's not many places to put them up in Ligonier. Just Sheets's are the main places, or if it's a comic book store I've been doing, or whatever. I mean, I didn't put, no offense, I didn't go to Jefferson County because I figured Jefferson County, it's too far for Johnstown. That's what I figured. I didn't.
Yeah, you would have your hardcore fans. Anybody that's hardcore fans may travel that far.
Well, yeah, I mean, an hour. If you're a hardcore wrestler, if you're a wrestling fan and you see a wrestling show, you could travel 45 minutes to an hour. It's not a big deal. But absolutely. I mean, now with the economy, I understand gas and food. I get it. I totally get it. Especially, you know, it's high school football season's coming. You know, so that's that'd be another reason on Saturday. You know, doing Saturday shows during football seasons is very hard. And don't get me wrong, Lair. If any high school out there wants to do fundraisers, please contact us.
Absolutely.
As long as the boys are paid, the bills are paid, and you can do whatever you want to raise money, we can do it, and we'll work with you. That's a fundraiser. Instead of selling hoagies, you could do an APWF wrestling show.
Absolutely. But, you know, and getting back to what I was saying, you know, that was your number one thing. I don't want to run against other guys or other promotions.
Right.
And, you know, that going forward, you know, a couple of weeks ago, we had our APWF meeting and we talked and we started writing dates down for 2025.
Yes.
So I think that the sooner that we put those dates out,
yep,
the better, so that hopefully other people feel the same way and be like, okay, I'm not going to run this day because I see somebody's running 30, 40 miles away that night or that. But if you're running Sundays, nobody else does that. So that's another thing why you.
For now.
Right. For now.
For now, I mean, but still, I mean, I'm thinking business sense. Not that I have a major degree. I don't have a major degree in business. But really, if you're a wrestling fan and an hour away and there's nothing going on, you'll get in your car and go see a wrestling show. You know, That's what I mean. Everybody from Indiana County, Cambria County, Blair County, and Jefferson County can go to the castle. I mean, I figured Armstrong County, Butler, people are going to go that way. Allegheny County, Pittsburgh, they're probably going to go to pros of wrestling. I understand that. But also, too, you have Fayette County. You know what I mean? Fayette County is like an hour and 40 minutes, I believe. So, I mean, I try to do, a map of the area. You know, I mean, I can't go put posters up everywhere, but I try to. I do hit Westmoreland County, you know, but I mean, this show coming up at the castle, and thank God for Tony and Josh and all those guys, man. Main Street Hobby right here. I got the lovely, lovely. Bear with me. I need to hire an intern, which I don't know what I'd pay. I could pay them Icy Light. They have to be legal age. But yeah, Main Street Hot. Yeah, no, I don't do hot dogs. Main Street Hobby. I got to it's in the facility of the castle. They do a lot of sports cards. They're actually selling general admission tickets in Johnstown. Everybody that's in Johnstown, you can go down and get some tickets down there, $15. If you don't want to get them online, get them at the castle. They'll be on sale. I believe we'll have some walk-ups, I'm sure. Like I said, we have 8 more combo packs available. That is it. We did 15 combo packs. And Ringside is selling like hotcakes with this main event match, which I'm going to get back to right here momentarily, because this main event, these guys have wrestled probably in other companies, okay? But now it is their time, and the promos that those two shot against each other are phenomenal. We just got Spencer Slates today. He is an NWA superstar. We have, Bill is big time. He's the front burner. Yesterday when he picked up that, oh my God, it was just, I don't know how he did it. I've never seen anything like that on the indie scene ever. And I've seen a lot of wrestling, and I've seen a lot of independent wrestling further than Western Pennsylvania. So it's just not that, hey, Bubba's from Indiana County. I've traveled and I've been, and I mean, this company was down in Florida very briefly, but I did see Eric Stevens and Roderick Strong in the APWF ring, which at that time was the best match ever in APWF history. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday night, you will see probably this match will overtake the match that I just talked about as the best match ever that you'll ever see, with 2 male wrestlers going at it ever. And it's going to be in the APWF chapter. I'm telling you, it's a chapter that I'm glad we could write. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, that's the Deacon Jeff from one of our buddies from Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. That's better known as Hefe. Yeah, that's Jeff.
What's up?
Better known as Hefe.
And Jeff also has a podcast. If you guys need to subscribe or check him out, what's the name of his podcast? Jeff, write it down. We appreciate you coming on.
It's this week, JTT.
There it is. Podcast. You guys need to subscribe. I don't know. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jeff. Jeff, get your ticket for Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be a good show. Real good show.
Absolutely.
Mike Sprinkle, thanks for tuning in. Like we have, the ladies match. We have the Rad Boys versus the Buffalo Boys.
Mm-hmm.
We have let's see here. We got the David Mr. Lawless coming in. And he's going to make an announcement, and I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to charge somebody. I have no idea. But with the gavel, grabbing a mic and talking, it could be quite an experience. So, and we got Vince Valor.
Yes.
I mean, Isaiah Prince.
Bubba, hold up. Let's go back to Lawless for a second.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I got the word that it's an open challenge.
Okay.
But who could it be, Bubba? I mean,
it has to be somebody. It has to be somebody that's actually wrestled under this company. I think that's what it is. I think that's how it goes. I think he's challenging somebody. He's challenging somebody that they have the kahunas or the guts that used to be in his company or think they were in his company or whatever to actually go. I think that's all it is. I think it's open. His open challenges to anybody that's ever been an APWF wrestler on the roster.
Well, Bubba, that could be anybody.
I know.
I mean,
it could be very real. It's very real. Very real.
It's true. It's damn true. You're right.
We got some. Well, Richie Allen's in the house, and he said Eli Yoder. I don't know, Richie. I don't know. Mr. Matt Bish is in the Facebook comments. Marvelous Matt Bish from Marvelous Bish Enterprises.
I mean, Bubba, think about this. What were some big names back in the day in APWF that you and at that time?
Well, when I was running, we had the Insaniac. We had Diamond Troy Justice, two different people. But who else? We had we had Dr. Feelgood. Yeah. And who else? We had
you had some ECW guys, right?
Yeah, the return of Pig Vomit. Never say never. I don't know if Pig Vomit is listening. And also you got to remember you got to, if you haven't been in the ring in a while, it'll show. Just saying. Fang, he's in Vegas, and Fang was a sponsor of the first show. God bless him. I got to get Fang on to do a one-on-one interview. I appreciate him sponsoring the show. Who else? The Russian Destroyer.
What about some ECW guys? Didn't you have some ECW guys there?
We had Little Guido a long time ago under the last regime. Julio De Niro. I think Julio's whatever. Oh, maybe the wise guys Jimmy Cicero. I don't know. Zuboff. I don't know. Zuboff lives out west, though. He's out there hiking or something. Yeah, we got nasty Nick Norton. I remember him. The Newsies. That was a tag team. Pretty Boy Floyd. And yes, the Blue Meanie was an APWF champion.
Huh.
And also Eric Young from TNA and Insanity was the Cruiserweight champion.
It could be anybody.
We had we had Spider-Man. maybe Venom. I don't know. That guy is not accepting any challenge. He is not. Paul, God bless you. Paul from Black Ridge, man. Black Ridge is everywhere. Playing. See him when you see him. Subscribe to their
page. We need
to
get Black Ridge at one of the live events to play.
Maybe in Indiana.
Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, because in Indiana, I want to do, if we go back to the S&T Bank Arena, I want to do, because I always promote. Where's it at here? This big event here. It's about the Warrior Foundation, and this is huge. So I want to do something like that in a wrestling sense. If Shane can hook it up with with Steve, and we can do a huge thing for the Warriors, and that would be in Indiana. So we shall see if I could pull that off, but that's next year. Yeah. I mean, we could have they could play. So
and Paul, we want, and you're not going to charge us, Paul, because all this we put up with you during the week. So that's the payment. We put up with you during the week.
We also have Henry Godwin coming in for this show.
Yes.
So, and let me find my graphic once again. Henry Godwin will be here for autographs. He is actually that day going to be at the NEP Comic Con, which is going to be in West Mifflin. He's going to be signing autographs. Then he's coming up to sign autographs at the APWF and meet the fans. So if you you want to go to the show, the NEP Comic Con, it's $5. You cannot beat that at any type of con. You can't go to a con for $5. You can't do it.
Great cause, also. Great cause.
Yeah, great cause. Well, I talked to Potter last night, and I think they're going to try to do it yearly. So if they do, they can always they have this podcast to come on and talk about it, because this podcast is actually the format to actually promote stuff besides besides my stuff. I mean, our stuff and whatever, but. So, and we have that. And we also are doing it for if anybody brings, can you see that, Lair? Can you see it? You want to tell them about it? Because that was your idea.
Yeah. So anybody that comes to the show this Saturday, if you bring $10 worth of school supplies, whether it's pencils, erasers, glue, paper, any type of stuff like that, if you bring at least $10 worth, I mean, you don't have to bring a receipt and show you paid $10, but you'll get a ticket to win for a chance to win 2 tickets to the 26th show, which is the Halloween show, which is going to be amazing. We talked about some ideas that we want to do. We haven't ironed that out yet, but it's coming.
No,
we can only do one show at a time. But
yeah.
So, and it's going to help out kids that their parents or, single mom, single dad can't afford to get supplies for them. And that's going to help them out. So we'll have a tote there, hopefully. Right, Bubba?
Yeah, we'll get something. We'll have drop it in, and then we'll try to get something with your name.
I got tickets. Don't worry, I got tickets.
Okay, I'm not worried.
Like raffle tickets, like those.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're good.
Okay.
And then we'll actually draw that ticket that night, I assume. I mean, we have to, so that they know who the winner is. We'll draw it in the ring. We'll have Shane draw it. Have a little kid come up into the ring, pull the ticket, and I think we may have a few other things. We're just getting off topic here. For sale, I know we're going to have stickers for sure, because I'm looking at the stickers right now. So you can get your stickers.
Okay.
Show your APWF
support.
Put it on your hoopty, your whatever you put it on your old lady. Whatever you want to do. Just help us advertise. We're going to have shirts. The castle is going to be doing shirts there at the event.
Yep. I bought the logo. They got the logo, so it's going to be right there. Shirts will be right there. They'll have the sizes, and you can get them right there. So that's a first. Yes. And there's no other companies that do that. So I mean, that's another first. I mean, we're thinking outside the box, everybody that's listening to the show. Right. So I mean, I have a lot of ideas. So
yes, we all do.
So it's just whatever happens, whatever can stick, whatever we can get to get the masses, into the building.
Yes. Yep, absolutely. And one more thing that, I want to talk about that we may be selling is autographed posters of everybody that's on the show. We can raffle 1 or 2 of those off too, Bubba. I got some extra posters made just in case you said yes. So, we're good on that part. So if we can get the talent to sign those posters,
and what's good if we get like 2 of them, and then buy 2 frames and put them in a frame, and then people can, that's a lot better than rolling them up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every wrestling company does T-shirts. I mean, that's granted.
I don't know where that's at.
Nice,
but I think
we're getting a good deal with the castle.
Oh yeah. Well, and these hats here for the Steeler Dynasty podcast, and I'm doing a giveaways that Shane ordered some hats. I do SNS screen printing in Indiana. Pat Usick has been designing and doing stuff for me since the 1990s. Pat's has done phenomenal work, and I always stick, and it's low, and he's from Indiana. And if I come up with any other t-shirt designs or have APWF hats or stuff like that. And actually I have, and this is crazy, and this is the first time ever I actually said this. He actually has a proof of the Rad Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, I told him to make one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a real picture of the Rad Boys in their logo, and he's supposed to mail it to me, and I'm supposed to give it to them, and they could do whatever they want to do. He said, it's in Vandergrift. Yeah, I mean, I'll pay for the logo. I mean, there I am. Wow, promoter paying for something else for somebody else. What? That's crazy, man. Crazy. No way. Bubba, say it ain't so.
It ain't so, Bubba.
It ain't so, Bubba. So, I mean, Saturday, doors will be open up at 6:00, Blair. We'll be if I got to go out there and sell tickets, man, I'll do whatever. I mean, I know my sister, God bless her, and my sister-in-law did the last show. My sister might be going on vacation. So I'll get it covered and do whatever. We'll have the list because I brought a printer. So we will have the list of people. And I believe from the last show, you can send emails to people to make sure if they want to come, like, hey, show up. So we got, email. I have an email list. So, and also, people from, hey, there's a lot of people that are fans from other wrestling companies. Hey, you don't always got to drink Coca-Cola. You can have a couple root beers. Just saying, you could show up. You can support, if you're supporting indie wrestling, no matter what.
Absolutely.
So I mean, we got matches. Zach's coming. Nystrom's coming. He'll be appearing. Part of half of Money Shot. And look, people, I still like to book some people too. Not everybody can get I understand, but also too, like I made this mention last night. Anybody that's ever worked for this company as of right now, as of the first show, are still part of the roster. Sometimes I can't get you, sometimes I can. It all depends, but you're part of the roster page. We only have so many matches. I wouldn't want to have 20 matches just because, I want to get everybody on. I can't do that, and
we want to keep it fresh.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't want my the matchmaker booker to kill me either. So I yes,
I got your back, Bubba. Don't worry.
Yes, he will. He's Johnstown's own, and if you saw his promos were phenomenal.
Yeah, did you see him trip on the bridge?
No.
When he right at the end of the promo, he tripped. That's a hell of a place to trip, Bubba. He was on a bridge above that.
I don't want to fall off. I don't want to fall off.
Yeah, that's very good. The people so far that put.
Okay. Oh, your show's political. All right, on. Okay. But thanks for coming on, Jeff. Thank you so much. Thank you. He wishes us peace and success.
And I hope, Jeff, you got good internet, because you have issues with your internet, man. I mean, it's like watching AOL dial-up. I mean, great spotty? Podcast. Yes, it's very spotty.
Oh,
he probably gets it from Punxsutawney.
Maybe.
Just yeah. Maybe. So,
well,
but
hopefully next year we're at Punxsy at the Punxsutawney Community Center. Hopefully,
let's do it.
Well, hopefully,
let's do it. Let's get it done.
I mean, also I'm always looking for major sponsors. Major sponsors, you know what I mean? I help out in such great ways, because I can write as doing a company. There's costs to, and that's beside getting in the performers. Oh, he has 4G. He's working on 5G. Okay.
Well, damn, Jeff. I mean, we're on gigabytes now. You're about 20 years behind. Come on, man.
Yeah. So if anybody out there that wants to sponsor, I mean, look, you can sponsor, starting at $25. I'll $25 will get you plugs on my shows. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, I'll still try to do a program. I don't know. Sometimes that, oh, Paul, there we go again. You're not the first person to ask me that. If it's a paid show, and it's under, whatever, in case it rains, because I've had that happen before and I pulled out all my hair.
And you feed us hot dogs, Paul. Has to be hot dogs.
Well, yeah, that would be a little tricky, I think. A little tricky with the outdoor shows. I'm a little gun shy with that. But also too, a paid show or a fair show. I mean, because a fair show would be an outdoor show, Paul. Indiana would be great, because Indiana doesn't book big talent. I'm going to say Indiana Fair is not going to pay for entertainment. They're not going to pay what the APWF is worth or what I think they're worth. I'm not going in for, I'm not going in for hot dogs, payment and hot dogs. You know what I mean, Larry?
Oops, absolutely. Yeah. We got the Cambria County Fair, which is, half hour away from Johnstown.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's endless possibilities, but like you said, outdoor shows are very, very tricky.
Yeah.
And anybody that's done outdoor shows,
God bless you.
God bless you. Yes. You pulled it off, but yeah, that's one of the things I definitely think that you should shy away from just a little bit. Now, if you get paid 10 grand to do an outdoor show, absolutely. Why not do it?
If the Altoona Curve fucking pays me, I'm there. Just saying. That's a major minor league ballpark. And if they contact me and are like, hey, Bubba Brewer, you want to come to the Altoona Curve game to put on a show, I hate to say it, don't choke, but it's business is business. I mean, that's the only thing, can't see myself going to the Washington things. I mean, that's, other companies there, but I don't know if any other company has ever run ball fields up this way. I don't know. I'm just saying, just make sure you have a guaranteed contract. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know. And there's always other venues to run, I don't know. I just, it's so hard. Like there's so much going on in this independent wrestling scene.
Yep.
You have to do stuff every day. I mean, we do. I mean, you do videos and we do stuff and it's not like I'm trying to do whatever. Social media is very hard to keep up with, I believe.
It is.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed, also too, I mean, our show is on indiewrestling.us,
which is that's big. That's big. You can go back and see the June show, Evolution, correct? Or is it Evolution or Revolution?
It's an evolution that started a revolution.
Okay.
Or a revolution that started an evolution. I'm sure me coming back into the wrestling scene started a panic, so it's probably a revolution. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there's people that don't like me running a wrestling company.
That's all right.
I don't care. But hey, and if you do hate it, no offense. If you do hate me running a wrestling company, I give you full forum to come on here and debate me about why you hate me running a wrestling company. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if someone hates me and doesn't like my product or doesn't like it, you live in America, and I understand that, but you can come on this show. Larry will be the moderator, and you can debate me.
Yes.
No, I don't think I do either, Paul. Well, if you don't have, oh, wait, oh, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, hopefully I'm doing it right. Like I said, getting major sponsorship. So if anybody knows any major companies, in Cambria County or Indiana County, or just wants to sponsor some kind of fundraiser, just let us know. Let me and Lair know.
Absolutely.
But
Yep.
debut, the castle. Man.
Oh man, I'm excited. And not only do we have, we're debuting, but big time Bill Collier, the front burner, is also doing a seminar.
Yes, let me get that up. And I'm not going to do my spiel like I've been doing, but maybe I will. I wrote it today. And this is not the last seminar page, because Larry did it all and he put all the payment price. And if you're if you're in the business, it's well for you to actually go. It starts at 1:00, and you're going to learn from Bill. I mean, he's going to teach you. Last night he had that crowd in his hand, just doing the smallest stuff. It's the simple stuff, and he brings it. And he had him eating out of the palm of his hand.
I'm sure.
So, and we do have some people signed up, and we're looking to have somebody from that seminar who's already in the business, being, on a preliminary, maybe a dark match kind of for before the show or something like that on the October Halloween show. So,
absolutely.
And go from there. But yes, if you're not working that day, if you're not booked on another show, or if you think you're John Cena, I guess you're not going to show up. Or if you can get a permission slip to actually show up, come and because if like there's a lot of wrestlers out there, a lot of wrestlers that have a year, 6 months, 2 years under the belt that are green, and I don't know why they wouldn't want to. That or no offense, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but maybe some workers are afraid to get in the ring with Bill.
Yeah. But today I got to sign up today for the seminar.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah, it's a girl out of IWC, and she told me that IWC actually shared the seminar poster with all their trainees there today.
Oh, nice.
So
well, shout out to IWC. Shout out to IWC. I appreciate that. And I do support IWC. And that's why I would never, ever, 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 ever effing run the same day that they are. I would never do it. Never. I would never, ever, never, ever. Justin says more education is always better. Yes. Yeah, I would never ever do that. If I seen their days booked, and then realistically, in the fall we only need 1 or 2 anyway, Lair, because you don't want to go in. I don't want to go in December because it's Christmas. Right
now, I'm sure that might change in the future. Just one show. I'm just saying. You never know.
God. Can you see us doing this once a month?
Right now, no, because we're just getting into the swing of things. But
running at the castle, and ladies and gentlemen, the castle is and will be the home. Okay, Indiana is still it's both of them combined. Indiana and the castle. The castle in Indiana is the home of the whole spectrum of the whole company.
Yes. And
thanks, Paul.
Paul, was you there? I didn't even know you was there, Paul. I mean, geez.
Well, Paul was at Walmart screaming my name, man, and giving me props from Blairsville.
Paul, you could at least said hi to me or something.
Well, if Paul, you show up, I'll make sure that your band is mentioned with the information that Shane can actually say it on the mic for you. So, because you support us and we like to support you.
Absolutely. So. Paul's a Good guy. I actually did meet him at the APWF show. I was just messing with him.
You're being funny.
Yeah. Good dude. Always shares our stuff,
Yeah, comes on the shows, comes on all the shows, you know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody showing up for the experience shows and also the dynasty shows too. I mean, I got 2 podcasts and a wrestling company, and I'm sure my wife, hopefully my wife don't want to divorce me, but my wife's involved in this too. So, you know what I mean?
She's not a big part of why more than one show. Let's not forget that fact.
I know. My wife was like, if I could, I don't know if it's a quote. Let me quote Tammy Brewer. The quote was, "Get your own ring so you don't have to borrow off of nobody else," and those kind of quotes. So she kicks down my door now. It's like, "You son of a bitch, don't ever say that." No, she look, my wife has,
she knows it's her passion.
Well, and my wife always said this. My wife, even when I was dating her, said that she told me, she's like, "You're going to get back into the wrestling business." I said, "No, I'm not, Tammy." I said, no. And she even said that. She said that more than once. And yeah. And I mean, but also too, I like helping people, Oh, Ron, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. So, love what you guys. Oh, okay. Okay. He's an old APW. He's a Brew Crew member, which I will have shirts. I will definitely have new Brew Crew shirts, probably with the podcasts on the back, with the APWF logo on the back, and the podcasts, because everybody that watches wrestling and watches my shows could have a brewski. Well,
yeah.
Thank you, Ron, for making it. Benjamin's in the Facebook chat. I don't know how many people are on Facebook. I mean, if anybody have any questions and comments, because we got a lot of stuff to do to cross the T's and dot the I's. Download the music. We have the music. Download the music. Get the music.
Wait, we're having music at this show?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Oh.
Yes, we are. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I believe somebody from Coach Pina is Tony's people will run that because it's their system. That facility is phenomenal. And I don't know, sooner or later, I don't know if the ring might be up and we might be doing some other stuff.
Absolutely.
And we want to give
That's
people,
and
we want to get, what do you have for tag matches? What do we have for tag matches, Lair? Tell them.
Well, we got the matriarchy going up against MV Young and Tyler Brooks.
That's a crazy pairing.
That is a crazy pairing.
And we have them. I interviewed the matriarchy the other day, so it's in the. We had a little bit of internet trouble. Paris, she had some internet trouble, but God bless her. So you can catch that in the archives, and we shall see. And MV Young, I've never met him. I've seen a lot of stuff. He's the Pittsburgh Renegade kind of guy. He's the.
There's a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, he owns 880 Wrestling. They every Thursday night they do in New Kensington. So, and Tyler Brooks is part of the Troublemakers.
Yep.
So God only knows. So
yep.
Go ahead.
And then also, as mentioned earlier, Justin, we got the Rad Boys going up against the Buffalo Boys, Buck Wild, Tommy K, and your boy Matt McCoy. If you saw their promo, they were getting into some stuff, and they're coming to Johnstown. I just hope, Bubba, I just hope that they don't cause a lot of commotion.
Buffalo just beat Pittsburgh, so some Steeler fans will be upset
by 6 points, Bubba. I know.
Let
them have it. Let them have it. It's like the Bills winning the freaking Super Bowl. because they
Well,
can't win in regular season.
I'm sure
Just saying.
Kal-El was just ecstatic over that lovely performance.
Well, as always, he was busting my chops on social media last night.
Was he?
6 points. Yeah, oh yeah. I told him to go to bed twice.
I didn't see any of the game. But I'll watch it here momentarily later on when I'm doing some APWF business stuff to watch it and then do whatever. But it is what it is. The Buffalo Boys. Hopefully they don't take a terrible towel and put it on the ground.
Well, I just hope they don't cause a lot of commotion, because with me being mayor of the flood city, Johnstown, I hate to take matters into my own hands, Bubba.
Okay. Well, we also have Sandy Handyman versus Price Pure Gold.
Yes, which is another Buffalo boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Buffalo's definitely, and don't forget Vince Valor's also a Buffalo boy.
I know.
Well, we may need security for this one.
We're gonna have a Buffalo invasion. That's okay though. Those guys, hey, they are making it. I see this. They are busting ass in other promotions, working names. They're doing whatever. The Buffalo Boys they're tagging and they're working people. And the Rad Boys better be on all bang cylinders.
Which they will be. They will. They're always at 200%, Bubba.
Well, they better be 210.
Yeah, I think that has the potential to be the match of the night, other than the Slade Collier.
Well, I'm going to put it out there. I think the whole show, all the matches could, you know what I mean? I think all these guys are working towards outdoing, you know what I mean? Because competition
and gals
and girls, yes. And that match, I know, Sammy's fans are ready. Like,
oh man,
there's people coming. Well, she was selling merchandise last night, and I believe here's what she reminds me of. She reminds me of like Bailey in their younger days. Okay.
Oh.
As that kind of a face, that kind of, can the kids will look up to, because this company is not, I mean, I might swear on my podcast and stuff, but the company on a whole is more PG oriented here. We're not gonna hardcore stuff is just not my cup of tea. Great storylines are, but right now we're just doing a show in between a show. The storyline will be the show storyline until we get a little bit more consistent. You know what I mean? So, she's on there. Well, I'm just being honest. I mean, I seen you last night with all those kids. She's selling stuffed animals. She was selling wrist what do you call it? Plastic. Whatever. She has shirts. She has shirts. I was talking to her dad, and I come up with an idea, because I'm also pretty creative on marketing and thinking up ideas too on the wrestling stuff. So, like a good cartoon illustration on a t-shirt is good. And they were,
yeah.
Oh shit. No, it's going to be a match. I don't know. I don't know if this is just going to be, I don't think one match is going to settle. Whoever loses is going to be pissed. And they probably want redemption. I don't know. And hey, Mr. K's in the house. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Because Sammy's there the 26th. I don't know. She's trying to get out there, and hey, any other company that's listening, start booking some people. But I always tell people to get out of the area too. Because I think if you leave Western Pennsylvania and you go and you get a little a little bit of pop somewhere else, you'll always be a bigger draw. I think. I always thought that, but what do I know?
So let me ask you a question, Bubba. So
okay,
I've been saying this for weeks to you, and really never got an answer from you. But since you're the owner, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
So on the June show, we had Christian Noir.
Uh-huh.
And I said how much I liked him. I think we should bring him back. What's the chances of that happening?
That could happen. He is the Fight Underground heavyweight champion. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. And I'm the only company. I am the only. We are. It's not. Sorry, we, not I. We are the only. We are Penn State. No, we are the only company to have Fight Underground have a match with fans paying at ringside. First time ever. So that could happen. That could definitely happen. We just, we only have so many matches.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with him, it's kind of like Papa Shango gimmick. Something I really like it. I really liked he got the look, he got the skills. The only thing he didn't have, Bubba, was the music. That's all he didn't have. He didn't have the music. I mean,
well, and look, on our show on IndieWrestling.us, you can't tell the graphics were great. I'm telling you, that is, they're going to be doing the show. They'll be taping the show this weekend. We'll have Jim LaMotta and Doc Michaels talking on the mics. We got a great color commentating team. And I actually had some guys who do independent filmmaking said that was awesome. Said our show was
a very good job. Very good job.
So, I mean, they are a sponsor of the APWF. We do have sponsors, which I will go to before I end the show. And I'm very happy that I have sponsors. And I'm also always looking under rocks for more sponsors, because, I mean, to do a wrestling company, I'm not using my cable bill and electric bill to pay wrestlers like I did back in the day. And Mav can tell you, the real deal Maverick McCoy can tell you that, he's like, Bubba, what are you doing? But that's the behind the curtain. That's the fourth Deadpool wall thing. You know what I mean? You're getting a fourth wall. I just want to see Saturday. I want to see everybody have a good time. I want to see us make an impact in Johnstown. Tomorrow, 1:45, KRB interview, Channel 8. I didn't have to sign a contract because the last time I was on Channel 8, I had to sign a contract. No contract this time. I'm going to be talking about the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. I got 5 minutes. I'm not
5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes. That's all I got in the interview, but that's, what?
All right.
That's okay. I wrote everything down. I gave it to them. They'll probably ask me questions. Boom, boom, boom. I won't have an energy drink.
Make sure you mention the King's name, Bubba. That's how you're going to get over the King's name.
Striker.
That's right. King Striker. That's right.
I'm going to try to, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to do. No, they don't own my likeness. Nope. I that wasn't a Channel 8 doing anyway. I got the whole scoop on that a long time ago. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. When I did sign for Channel 8 one time when I was on Channel 8, it wasn't Channel 8 that it was about. So this time I don't have to sign nothing. I just put it out there and they asked me to come on, and Indiana County Tourist Bureau is actually promoting us. We are part of the Indiana Tourist Bureau, APWF. I will, whatever I can think of, we need to get into the Cambria County Tourist Bureau. We get some resources. I think maybe I should do a GoFundMe. We should do a GoFundMe for the APWF. Pay off the Wrestle in the Ring, buy some buy new titles, brand new spanking titles, and then have money to book some talent.
Let's do it.
I think I might have. I'm not sure, Paul. You know how to contact Rocky 99.1, Blair?
I do not, but I mean, by the graces of the internet, I mean, we can figure anything out.
Yeah, the graces of the internet, the Rocky 99.1 we could send him a poster. Hey, Bob Blystone, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, any way of promoting, So yes, I mean, we got 7-8 matches. We got somebody cutting a promo and an open challenge match, ladies match. Buffalo Boys tagging against the Rad Boys.
And don't forget Henry Godwin. Henry Godwin.
Signing autographs.
Which I did PayPal him money so that he can slop you with the bucket.
No, I don't want that stuff on me. I hate gardening. I quit gardening. If you could see my yard right now, it looks terrible. And it's raining and it's like this thick. I just can't get into it. Start
paying somebody.
No, I did, and it's hard to always get a hold of somebody, and I've been slacking. It's like I'm like on a chair here. I'm slacking. Working out, trying to eat right. So hard. Not that I'm training to get in a ring though. I'm just training to so I can live.
Oh, the comeback.
Would love to be there for. There's no. The comeback is the promotion. That's the comeback. Yes. That's the comeback. The promotion's the comeback because I'm sure I'm pissed. Like I said before, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. It could be a little stone cold tea. It's stone cold. That's how he got his name because the tea was stone cold. But if you guys haven't subscribed to Lair does a lot of stuff on the Facebook stuff. Lair does great jobs with the videos he gets, the promos. Thinks of the ideas of the advertisements that we do. So I mean, we're just
it's a team effort.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
well, it's not
a team effort.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not a dictator telling people what to do. That's just not me. That's not how you get things done. And it's not the respect that you get if you're a dictator. And being a dictator, what other dictator was actually successful in world history? None of them, actually. And I do know history, not a one. So I would not want to dictate to you or to anybody else on how to run things. You know what I mean? That's not, I would explain, I'll explain. And it's always good to have an open dialect and get ideas. I mean, you have great ideas. Tell my supervisor. Yeah, mine too. Yeah. You should see mine. I got two. You see me at a staff meeting at work. It's awesome. It's funny. But
I can only imagine.
Oh, well, what you see is what you get with me.
Right.
I'm and I had like I said last night, man, it was so hot last night at Rise Wrestling. But hey, they did a good show, and you know what? It costs money for air conditioning, people. So I don't know if the castle has. I think they do. I think they do have air conditioning. Wherever we go. But also too, it was 86 degrees yesterday. So
yeah,
and if you want to, we're going to open the doors at 6 p.m.
Right at 6. Not a minute earlier, not a minute late.
No, so we're not letting you. I mean, at S&T Bank Arena, we let people hang out. 6 o'clock, the doors open. You can stay in your car because we got to get stuff ready, and then we open up. So there's a concession stand. This concession stand is all the castle facility, all that. So you guys eat up, spend money, and make the castle some cashola. And also sarsaparillas. You must have proper ID, and you have to be 21. So
yeah,
I can still bounce, and we do have security. We had to use security last time, not because it was unruly. It's because somebody bought a ticket that wasn't welcome, and they had to get escorted out.
Professionally, nicely.
It was, yes, very professionally. Yes, because if I would have escorted them out, it would have been very bad.
Yeah, I'm glad that it happened that way. It happened where you didn't do it.
Yeah.
I think I was around the same time you had your panic attack, which is okay. We got through it.
You know what? I honestly never had one before.
That's what you said.
I've never had, and this is straight up, people. And I know we're talking wrestling, and I'll talk real here. I've never had one before, ever, Larry. I never knew what a panic attack was.
Right.
And the reason why I had a panic attack is because there was no mics. And that's why I had a panic attack, because I seen everything that I was working, and we were working so hard, go up in a fucking blaze of glory. And there was nothing I can do about it. And then that's when I've never had that. So anybody that's ever had a panic attack, I totally understand why. I don't know how I got one. I have no idea. My sister-in-law, Tina, got me a Gatorade, and Shane's wife, April, told me to, sit down, and they both helped me out. And I just kept going, and they told me to sit down. But I was just like, yeah,
it was
like
hot.
the weight of the world.
It was hot. You had a lot of pressure on you. Let's be honest, things didn't go too smooth at first, but after, we got things.
Well,
we got things worked out.
And you're right, Paul. But honestly, there's a part of me now, since I'm older, like I don't turn into the Incredible Hulk. So that's because the old me, oh, sweet Jesus, it would have been bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'd have lost my shit. And I didn't. I kept my composure as much as I could, but I never had that before. So, I mean, mental health is very serious, because I've had it happen to me recently doing a wrestling show, which I never had that before, ever. And I'm not here, I'm not making this shit up. It happened to me, and you've seen it. Richie's seen it. I mean, my wife's seen it. People's seen it. And I was like, wow. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time trying to, and we all spent a lot of time working very, very hard to make this show the first show since 2010. I've had other wrestling companies, but not the APWF. I had Throwback Championship Wrestling. So yes, I've had other companies, but nothing like this. So, but yeah, oh my God, that was crazy. Totally crazy.
Well, I mean, a lot of factors, like I said, I'm sure. It was hot. It wasn't cold. It was hot that day.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little overweight. I'm not going to deny that. I mean, I'm damn sexy, but I still 300 some pounds. Which I need to go. Here's what I need to do. I need to pay Elijah Dean and get on his meal prepping and have him fucking bitch at me so I can have some. That's what I need. I need someone screaming at me. And I try to hold myself accountable, but it's always good to have someone, hey, and then
it's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not. I mean, I need to. Plus, I'm losing muscle mass because I'm older. I'm 53. My arms are not. But hey, I mean, I'm not going to shoot a needle in my ass. I mean, I'm not doing that because I don't want a heart attack. You know what I mean? I could have done that years ago. Can I imagine if I shot a needle in my ass in my mid-20s where I'd be? Probably dead. But also too, if you have anger issues, you don't take steroids because you abuse it. I would never. I'm not a. I used to jump to anger. Yeah. Well, I try to. I try to give positive vibes. Because Paul, on how and I don't know, people know this. If I have any issues in my life, I actually talk, and that actually I cleanse my palate from talking. I'm sure people don't like me talking. I can talk all day at work and not shut up.
I can't see that, Bubba. I can't see you being long-winded.
No, I know. And I got to it's like, and I tell stories, it's like around a campfire. Well, that's why I do podcasting.
Right.
You know, I don't know. Maybe later I might do a Steeler podcast, just talk Steeler shit, but I haven't seen anything yet, so I can't talk about it because I didn't see anything yesterday, so I don't know. You know, but also too, I need to, you know, gear everything up with the T's and cross the I's, and you know, so ladies and gentlemen, I mean, get your tickets. We still have first 2 rows available. You know, I'm always checking.
Not many.
No, we're having good pre-sales, actually. These are better pre-sales for these first 2 shows than this show here is still better pre-shows than we had with Matt Hardy at the K Arena.
Wow.
Yeah. Because we didn't do, no offense, we didn't do diddly at the K Arena. We didn't do shit.
Wow.
You know? Because, I mean, it was high priced. That's probably why their money was. But it wasn't based on volume, and there was hardly anybody there. If you watch the video, there's hardly anybody on the floor. You know? Yeah, it was, you know, and I have that. I have that DVD. You know, I need to put, do you know how to put stuff on VHS and put them on? Do you know how to do them? I don't either.
Nope.
I like to put them on, and I'll put them on this. I'll put them on this on the Experience YouTube channel for free. I'm not looking to make any money. I'm not looking to charge $9.99. I'm not doing that. Because
WWE Network.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do like to make. I mean, you got to make I would like to make $1 and pay for the stuff and whatever. I mean, I'm in it. I'm not. I mean, of course. I mean, who doesn't want to make money? You know.
I'm sure somebody out there that. Oh, there you go. Sean Tischler can.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, I have a whole bunch. I have all that stuff, Richie, all the old stuff. You know, and I mean, it's under my stuff, so don't ask for any type of whatever. And I'm not going to put. Well, I'm not going to put. It's all APWF stuff. I think I do have a throwback. I think whatever. I mean, anything that I own, I'll put in there. You know, I'll have the me versus Jake the Snake. No, I have that already. I already have it on DVD, brother. I just got to get it to downloaded. I have it. I got it all transferred. I have everything transferred. I just need, okay. Everything's all on DVDs, guys. I just need it because I know the Midnight Rider's daughter wanted something to show his grandkids because the Midnight Rider was an APWF alumni. He passed away. And I don't have much. I had like maybe a battle royal, maybe the Hornack, the first battle royal where Robert won the Pennsylvania title, which is retired. When he passed away, that title was retired. So I have that, but I was supposed to give it to her. I feel bad, but I thought I could do it, but I can't. But if I can get it on the Triple B Experience, she can subscribe and she can watch it and she can show his grandkids, you know. But I just need, you know, I don't care if somebody, you know, comes over to the house and uses this. Well, not this laptop because I bought a new one. I got it, you know what I mean, to put it in there and then just do a match at a time because I'm doing a matches of Evolution. When the match goes from, I have the whole show, I can put it on. But when IndieWrestling.us does one match, then I'll put the match on the Experience page, everybody. But if you want to watch the whole show, go to IndieWrestling.us and subscribe, and then you can watch a whole bunch of wrestling from Us Now to RWA to Pro Prospect Wrestling to Rise Wrestling to other companies. So for $6, you can get your internet. What do you call it, Lair? What do you call it?
Fix.
Your internet. Yes.
Your wrestling.
Yes. Your wrestling fix. Yes. Hi, Linda. Linda is well, she works in the community of a positive force in Indiana County. So we do have positive. Yes, we do have positive people that come on. Thank you for tuning in, Linda. She does a lot of stuff with downtown Indiana and stuff like that. I can't see us doing a wrestling show downtown Indiana, but at the S&T Bank Arena, I see that S&T Bank Arena. In my mind, you could fit Well, also too, we also have the Kowalczyk Center, but I can't afford the Kowalczyk Center. But the Kowalczyk Center would be the prime for an Indie Mania of all companies. But it would be, man. I mean, they had
S&T's even big enough. I mean,
S&T is big enough. Yes.
I mean, there was still a lot of space that we could have put chairs.
Well, and the thing is, on S&T, the curtain, I split it in half, so you would put the ring in the middle, so you could probably have 2,000. My God, if I
easily.
had, yeah, I mean, if we had 1,000 people, from all counties coming to Indiana County at the S&T Bank Arena, holy moly, that would be something.
And it can be done.
I know.
But
We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
It takes
time.
Sponsors,
corporate sponsors to if we had and God bless EC3, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match that was in downtown. It was in Indiana, which has never happened before, so I could take that off of my to-do list.
Right.
But also too, yeah, I mean, sponsorship. I mean, I don't like. It's not like I'm begging. I'm not that kind of person anyway. So I don't know. So, but yeah, I know we could. I don't know what that'd be a lot of people. But I mean, but right now we're working at the Castle facility, which is 31 minutes from my house, where we can. I mean, that's a nice range from the Castle to my house. So that's good. Yeah. Oh man, listen to this. Break the barrier again. I was there.
I mean, the only way that can happen is if every single company got together, agreed to do matches, sell tickets.
But the problem is, here's going to be a problem I can see. Any other company is not going to. They will want it in their area, and I don't know, but also too, the building. You know what I mean? You're paying for a building, and you're getting, you know what I mean, and you just. I mean, if you want to do it different areas in Western Pennsylvania, and you start off at S&T Bank. But
S&T Bank is in the middle between Pittsburgh and Johnstown, State College. My God, Altoona. I mean, Uniontown. I mean, it's not far.
Oh, I'm feeling you. I feel you. I feel but also too, it takes a lot to get. It's not about the wrestling. It's about the entertaining part. And people from Indiana, if they're entertained, there's a lot of people here. They could come, and some people don't like wrestling. I understand that. But also too, I would still do it for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And I know I said it for, it's about the Warrior Foundation, which I would do that too, because Steve knows a lot of people and he could get it on other formats. I mean, but we could do 2 shows. That's cool. We could do 2 shows in Indiana and then rest at the Castle and then one maybe at Punxsy or just, I mean, if Indiana is better than Punxsy, I'm nothing against Punxsy, but if you're drawing 800 people in Indiana, I want to go to Punxsy. I don't know. I'm just saying. Nothing against Punxsy, but I mean, I know the Castle, if we build the Castle and we regularly get standing room only and we can't get more people, we're going to have to go, you know what I mean? Eventually, if it works out that way. I mean, the Castle is still neck and arm in arm with us. The APWF and the Castle, we're both all working together because that's the way I want to do it. Because the more people that are working, I mean, together, it's benefiting them and it's benefiting us, and it's a good place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow, that's another debate. We could be on hours about trying to get like. Can you imagine that the S&T? No, no. How you doing, Jason? Big run. Actually, no offense. I will not do it because they have that new facility up there, and they wanted triple money and there's no locker room, and it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I rather run at the S&T Bank Arena. I mean, just you know what I mean. It might be 5 seconds from your house, which is great, but yeah, it's not worth it for me financially and price wise for the building. I already checked it out, and the S&T Bank Arena is probably by far the besides the castle. The castle is the greatest, all intricate with everything in one facility. The S&T Bank Arena is just a huge complex.
Yes.
So we got the best of both worlds.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we do.
Because the castle is still, and Main Street Hobby is all sponsoring the APWF. So wherever we go, there's, you know what I mean? Like everybody's working together and it's part of the promotional thing. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, let me, because we could get on a tangent. But if anybody's listening, and seriously, if they know, I mean, I was on the phone for the first show, and we got some sponsors, and I appreciate that. And I tried to call some dealerships. I called some major like corporations in Indiana County. I really did. Jordan's in the house from Main Street Hobby. See, I talked about Main Street Hobby and people appear.
It's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times, they appear.
I know. So yes, I mean, sponsorship, corporate sponsorship would be great. We will work on that. People, a grassroots campaign. We have a good thing going. We are working with the castle like this, and and Tony has great ideas too, and his team is phenomenal. Josh is down there. Jordan's down there. Go see Jordan. General admission tickets, $15 if you're in J-Town. Go get tickets. They have tickets at the door. They will always have tickets there. They will always be selling tickets at the shows down there. You'll have general admission tickets. I mean, if we got a lot more rings, maybe I'll throw some ringside next time a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But right now, the ringside online is actually doing very, very well. And the combos are doing very well. So, and I got to think of ideas to get people on my social media and tag everybody and do that. But then sometimes I feel like I'm a pain in the ass. But, it's the last week. So I guess I will be.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
That's right. So hey, before we get out of here, I want to personally thank all the sponsors, and I will do that here, and we're going to go through it all, Lair, because this is the going home stretch show. But before we talk about the APWF, I want to talk about that Saturday also, the 24th. It's the Eddie P Comic Con. Special guest Jim Rung did the Hulk Grand Design, and former WWE Tag Team Champion Henry Godwin will be there in the afternoon. It's $5 to go. You cannot go to a Comic Con for $5 anywhere. So, but I can't make it because we are doing this, and that's why I can't do it, because at 1:00 we are doing the training with big time Bill Collier. If you're a wrestler and you want to learn from probably the best that I've seen, and last night when I seen him pick that 407-foot dude up, unreal, dude, unreal. Unless you're booked, unless you got your job, unless you can't drive, you know what? You'll learn something from Bill at 1:00, and you should be there.
Unless your wife or girlfriend's having a baby, your side piece is having your baby, you better be there.
Well, if you do well, and also if you got to get a written permission slip to come to the training seminar, get your written permission slip, or just go and deal with the consequences later. So yes, we do. Share. We ran a couple ads. Lara is doing that as we speak, or already did it. And to expand it. And then tomorrow I'll be on Channel 8. But once that interview goes out, I'll be sharing that. Thursday, myself and Larry is going to interview Alexis Sin at 7 p.m. She's facing Slam and Sammy, and she's got something to say, and she is not happy what Sammy said when she did her interview with us. And like I said, you can get it on the experience. It's there. The Matriarchy, they were on, and also the Henry Godwin was on also. Let me find him here. See, that's what I mean. It's so hard. Henry Godwin also did an interview, and you can get autographs. He'll be at the show. 2-time WWE Tag Team Champion. And if you listen to the show that me and Larry did, hey, Larry, wasn't he almost going to say looking for a third run?
I think I might have heard that. But most important, what that came out of that interview is if you come to that show on Saturday, there's a chance you may see Bubba get pig slop. So come for it. Come for it, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth the price of admission.
No. Not doing that. I got stuff to do. But also proud sponsor of the APWF is Larry's show. And he also helps me. He helps co-host this show here when we do APWF stuff, when we do wrestling interviews. And also, I'm going to tell you off camera, I got a big name that we can do an interview with, but I'm going to tell you off camera. Right. So here we go. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Larry Stryker.
Yes,
Main
sir.
Event Jay and Jason, the Q, freak from Q Crick.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So there we go. And also, Buckle to Buckle, Kal-El's podcast. Every Wednesday night, myself and Shane at 9:00. We're getting it strong. Steelers season's coming. I believe this is the podcast that's going to get me monetized. I really do believe that. I'm going to work my ass off like I'm doing this promotion with this wrestling company, but everything I do, I work my ass off. It's just whatever comes first. And also, shout out to the Rise Wrestling. Their training seminar, Dean Radford and Brandon Kay. Go check out Rise Wrestling. They run every month. And also Ralph Williams, proud sponsor of the APWF with Smoking Jim Frazier. He does his sports corner. He cuts a commercial and he puts that's the trade-off. He advertises on his show. So, hey, that's how it is. I advertise on mine. So, and also co-host Shane's Mountaineer Mafia. You guys want to subscribe? Shane's very entertaining, and he will be the ring announcer come this Saturday. And also gold winner, gold championship, Yucatan Tanning Salon in Indiana, proud sponsor of the APWF. And Debbie, go see Debbie. Tell her Bubba sent you. And also IndieWrestling.us, Larry. That's where they got the new Evolution, and they're going to show all the APWF shows. So check them out. And also, I was just there yesterday. The most economical deli meat in Indiana County. Go out and see Phil. I got roasted turkey. I got a half a pound of American cheese. I bought some ice cream because he got this ice cream that was, oh my God, it was to die for. And the kid got bubble tea, and she said that was the best bubble tea ever, and that includes Westmoreland Mall. And the kid knows her bubble tea. And that's the photographer, Jinxie Jinx, who will be stopping pictures Saturday night. Wanda Adams is in the house. Tell Kev I said hello. And also, I talked to JT's last night. He's going to be there setting up a table with some action figures and stuff like that. Proud sponsor of the APWF. He'll be there. And Wolf and Wolverine. That's a hobby store in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And also the Bunker Club, Troy Fritz, he'll be there. So there you go.
The Bunker.
And a Bunker Club. And also this the interview for Eddie P Comic-Con. Check out Potter. Great interview. Potter's a great guy. Check him out because the show is this Saturday. And also the huge ladies match right there. This is huge. Huge. Woo. And also $15 general admissions, Main Street Hobby. Okay. And also, before we get out of here, this is the main event that is going to be etched in everybody's mind. This is possibly going to be the etched in APWF history. This match, I didn't think we could pull it off because you never know when we can get these guys. It's another chapter, Larry.
It is.
But you know what? This is going to be the best chapter. Because
Absolutely.
you know why? Because you know why?
Because it's an APWF.
That's right. It's an APWF. It's APWF. Just imagine the possibilities. Just imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and I can't wait. So before we get out of here, Lair, you got anything? I mean, I just promoted everything, but I want to give you your shout out too. So go ahead, Lair.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that I have supported through the years, whether it's going to your establishment, anything like that, promoting, support the APWF. Support. I mean, you support me. Come to the show. Say hi. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk will be there. We'll have a table set up. We'll be going live. I do believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we may have we're going to try to do some interviews. We're going to have people sitting at our table, friends of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. But if you're not doing anything, just come down, show support. You're not only supporting, and I hate saying me, but if you support me and you come to the show, you're supporting APWF. You're supporting the Castle. You're supporting Main Street Hobby. You're supporting everybody that is involved. And these guys and gals put their bodies on the line each and every weekend. They need the support. You can go anywhere and see wrestling. Support indie wrestling as much as you can. Go ahead, Bubba.
See that?
I say the winner of that match would have to be number one contender. That's interesting.
But also, too, the winner of that match gets put in to the tournament for the APWF title whenever we get a belt and have maybe we could that was awesome, Larry. We'll have to think about that and work it, and have that's the endless possibilities of having a one-night APWF tournament like WrestleMania 4.
APWF Mania.
You're right. That could be, Larry. That could be right there, Richie. What Richie said.
I like
okay.
it.
Well. We'll talk to the booker, man, because he's the matchmaker.
Yes, but anyway, guys, just come this Saturday. See big time Bill Collier, not Bill Collier. Don't get it twisted. That's his cousin. He's up in Canada wrestling. But Bill Collier will be in Johnstown, the front burner, big time Bill Collier. Get your tickets www.apwfwrestling.com and general admission tickets at the Castle. Whew, I'm done.
Okay, and I will piggyback off this real quick and say the same thing that Larry did. When I post everybody's, and I did a post today about it as sponsoring and promoting other people, I do it because I want to, because I feel that's the best way to do it. And I appreciate people that share my stuff, whether it's the APWF or my podcasts. So I do appreciate that. And I know people do share it. People have been sharing the Collier seminar, and I appreciate that. So if you promote us, I personally will promote you on my social media. So I we're all in it to win it. And I want to, I got a great staff, and I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate everybody that's buying tickets. I appreciate everybody that has a good thing to say about the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. And I do appreciate the good words that people have said about me. Thank you. And I'm sure some people, whatever. And you can't please everybody. And hey, I don't care. The only person I please is my wife and my family and my friends. So, but I also try to please people that actually buy tickets because your opinion matters. So, everybody, thanks for coming on to this hour and 40 minutes of me talking and Larry talking, because we do this and we wanted to get our juices flowing. Come see us Saturday night. Doors open at 6 p.m. It's going to be an honor to work with the Castle facility and Tony and them guys. I will do whatever I can, and let's pack the house. Let's help some underprivileged kids with school supplies, and let's make an impact in Johnstown that puts the first block into another block and make it very, very stable and sturdy, a part of indie wrestling, the Castle facility, and the APWF. Thank you, guys. Good night, and I'll see you guys Wednesday for Steeler Dynasty podcast. And me and Larry will see you Thursday when we talk to Alexis Sin. So,
good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care and have a great night.